To the age of the entrepreneur, the contingency worker, the free agent, where you will work at a variety of jobs and careers throughout your life. We've moved from the age of manpower to the age of mind power. We have gone from a time where value was contained in land, capital, factories, fixtures, and raw materials into the psychozoic age, the age of the mind, where value is now contained in knowledge and skill, and in your ability to apply it quickly in a competitive marketplace. Every major shift in culture and technology is recognized by only a few people at first, the innovators and early adapters, like yourself. These are followed by the late adapters, a larger percentage of the population, and then eventually by everyone else, the vast majority who catch on much later, if at all. We have moved from the era of lifelong employment to the era of lifelong employability. The biggest mistake you can ever make is to ever think that you work for anyone else but yourself. The innovators and early adapters recognize that they are completely self-responsible agents in a competitive workplace. You are the president of your own personal services corporation. You are the president of an entrepreneurial organization with only one employee, yourself. You have one product to sell in the marketplace, your personal services. For the rest of your life, your job is to run your personal company efficiently and effectively so as to maximize your value. Your goal must be to sell the very highest quality and quantity possible of your personal services so that you can enjoy a wonderful standard of living, accomplish all of your goals and dreams in life, and retire financially independent. Here are some questions for you. Would you like to double your income? Triple your income? Become a self-made millionaire? Would you like to rise to the top of your field and become one of the most successful and respected people in your industry? Would you like to have a beautiful home, a beautiful family, wonderful relationships, a nice car, a fat bank account, and an ever-expanding future of opportunities and possibilities? Well, the good news is that all of these are possible for you. And in this program, I'll show you how you can have them all. I'll give you a series of step-by-step strategies, methods, and techniques that you can use starting immediately to take complete control of your life and accomplish anything that you really, really want. How do you know that this is possible? Simple. Bertrand Russell, the British philosopher, once wrote that the very best proof that something can be done is that someone else has already done it. All around you today are men and women who started with nothing, and often with less than nothing, who have discovered and applied the key success formulas contained in this program to transform their lives. They've gone from rags to riches. They've gone from poverty and obscurity to success and affluence. Today, we are surrounded by millions of self-made millionaires, thousands of multimillionaires, and almost 200 billionaires, virtually every one of whom began with nothing and achieved their fortunes in one generation. And whatever others have done, you can do as well, if you find out what they did and you do exactly the same things over and over again until you achieve the same results. One of the great secrets of success has always been learn from the experts. As a wise man once told me, Brian, he said, find out what other successful people have done and then do the same thing. You will never live long enough to figure it all out for yourself. The very fact that you are taking your precious time to listen to this program means that you are a member of the elite. You are one of the top 10%, perhaps even the top 5% of men and women in our society today. Now forget about your current income or financial situation for a moment. Just remember the great rule. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. All that really matters is where you're going. Where you are going in life is determined by what you are doing at this moment. And what you are doing right now is that you are learning how to apply the same success principles that have been used by hundreds of thousands and millions of men and women, even people from other countries with no money, no friends, no language skills, no education, no contacts, and no resources to build wonderful lives for themselves. And what others have done, you can do as well. In the information age, knowledge is the raw material of success. The more you learn, the more you earn. In the information age, your ability to think well about yourself, your life, your work, and your relationships is the critical determinant of how much success and satisfaction you'll enjoy in each of those areas. The better you think, the better results you get. The better results you get, the better you feel and the happier you are. The better you feel and the happier you are, the more effective you are with other people, and the more they want to work with you and be associated with you. The more and better friends, associates, and contacts you have, the more doors that open for you, the more you're paid, and the faster you'll be promoted. Your life gets onto an upward spiral that eventually enables you to enjoy one of the highest standards of living in our society. That's what this program is all about. There's only one thing necessary for you to make these ideas work. It is that you accept complete responsibility for yourself and for everything that happens to you in life. This is one of the most difficult and yet one of the most important steps that you ever take in moving onto the high road of success and happiness. The issue of personal responsibility is the major personal, social, cultural, and economic issue of our day. In our society, and in every society, there's always a small minority of men and women like yourself who accept responsibility for everything they are and everything that they will ever become. These are the people who own the future. These are the people who take complete control of their own lives and their own destinies. The vast majority of people, unfortunately, take only small amounts of responsibility and, in too many cases, they take no responsibility at all. The vast majority of people feel that they are victims of forces over which they have no control. They blame their problems on their parents, their past, their bosses, their families, their bills, and other people or factors in society. The fact is that everyone has problems and difficulties in life. Most of us have had difficult childhoods and many problems in our earlier years. Nonetheless, we are where we are, and we are what we are because of our own choices and our own decisions today. We are where we are and what we are because of the things that we have done and often the things that we have failed to do. The people of tomorrow, the men and women of the 21st century, the knowledge workers like yourself who work with their minds, their skills, their abilities, are the ones who own the future because they take responsibility for it. This acceptance of complete responsibility for your life is the key to seeing yourself as the president of the company, You, Inc. It is only when you cross this mental threshold that the entire world opens up for you. It's only when you accept complete responsibility for yourself that all of the principles and concepts you're about to learn have real meaning for you. It is only when you see yourself as an economic and social adult and leave behind the complaints and excuses of economic and social children that you begin rapidly to move to the top of your field. Now, what are you responsible for? Well, let's look at a few things. First of all, you are responsible for your income. Over the long term, you determine exactly the amount of money that you make from your work. The good news is that if you're not happy with your income for any reason, you are free to increase it, to double it or triple it in the months and years ahead. We're living in a society of incredible abundance, and there's no restriction on how much you can earn. All you have to do is find out who else is earning as much as you want to earn, and then do the same things he or she is doing until you achieve the same income level. You are responsible for your health. You are responsible for your level of fitness, your weight, your energy levels, your appearance, and virtually everything about your physical person over which you have complete control. You're responsible for your relationships, for your emotions, your reactions, your responses, and your behaviors with other people. Nobody makes you think, say, or feel anything. The way you behave is always the result of a specific choice or a failure to choose on your part. From this point forward, develop the discipline of refusing to make excuses for anything. Refuse to criticize, condemn, or complain. Refuse to blame other people for things that aren't going well in your life. Instead, repeat to yourself over and over the words, I am responsible. I am responsible. I am responsible. even if you are not directly responsible for the situation you find yourself in today. Determine what happens as a result of your circumstances. Keep saying to yourself, if it's to be, it's up to me. If there's anything in your life that you're not happy about, decide right now that you're going to do something to change it, rather than complain about it or blame someone else for it. The very act of deciding to take action will liberate your creative energies and make you a more positive and focused person. It will give you a tremendous sense of personal power and personal control. As the president of your own personal services corporation, you must engage in regular and systematic strategic planning for yourself, your life, your career, your finances.
Okay, greens to ones and ones out there. Big up to the Drum Master Show on Bless Radio. So again, I want to big up to each and one of you out there. And I just played a track with Joy by Barry Dredd. You know, my key brethren. See? So, and also I'm playing Brian Tracy. As you know, when it comes to money, it's the best in the world. The old psychology of money. So we're playing quite a bit of Brian Tracy. I'm expecting a couple of to phone in, talk about some very important events what's taking place this weekend coming. So, Parkview this Saturday. So, Sister Maria will be phoning in very shortly. The Black History Month Community Affair. So, we're looking to have many school children be involved and the parents, them. And there'll be workshops by Manhood Academy. Also, Jammers doing a workshop around etymology, know thing about words, and I know Bapper involved in some drama workshop as well. So all that's going to take place this Saturday at Parkview Academy. So Maria will phone in about half an hour's time. Let us know about that. And at Chestnut Community Centre, that is on the 24th of October, 6 to 9, free entry. Chestnut Community Centre celebrates Black History Month. So there'll be feature artists Paulette Robertson, Terry Nichols, and Anthony Williams performing their arts, and refreshment be on sale. Like I said, free event, and it's all about Black history and have their stuff on display. And on the 13th of October, and theme is Your Health Matters at the West Indian Culture Centre, Saturday 3rd October, 12 to 6. West Indian Cultural Centre, 9 Clarendon Road, and that's Hornsey. So our guest speakers Vasco Stevenson talking about prostate cancer. Ken Darkey be focused around fibroids. We have Sister Elizabeth, we'll be talking about mental health in the black community. Also Lyndon Wizard, we'll be talking about diabetes, and Lyndon's got a book on diabetes. So, and also we have Sister Lisa, who will be talking about not diabetes, obese. I'm mostly focused around young people. Now the store's only £10. Mission, guess how much mission is? Only £1. Only £1, and there'll be some yoga downstairs, meditation. You know, so it'll be a very much holistic health approach to your thing about health. And we do have a beautiful sister who will be facilitating the yoga. Very beautiful sister, beautiful in spirit, and very warm. Got a very nice, warm personality, and she'll be doing some yoga. So we're looking to get that together. And again, if you want stores, please phone up for store. You can phone my number, which is 0788240381. I repeat, 0788240381. So you're here on the John Master Show, and we'll be reading everything about health and most about taking place, talking about the events what's taking place over the next few weeks. As you know, this is Black History Month. One young with people saying that we should have Black History Month all the year round, and there's a strong argument for that. See? Alright. Also want to big up to Cameron. Cameron, big up yourself every single time. Big up to Russ Minty. Yes. And also, we're going to have a phone call from a brother called Dermot. And he's got a book, The Ghost Within. You know, that'd be interesting. So we're going to have a little discussion with him a little bit later on. See? So I'm going to play some Brian Tracy. Just lock in, just relax, and just take things in your stride.
$1, a result, a sale, a reward is more valuable sooner rather than later. Your job is to use every method and technique possible to accelerate the achievement of your results. Sometimes your ability to get a result faster than someone else is the critical determinant of whether or not your life and your career gets onto the fast track. Throughout this program, we will be looking at ways to accelerate the attainment of your goals by using a variety of techniques practiced by the most successful men and women in our society and in every industry. Another important word is leverage. You must always be looking for ways to leverage the strength of your skills, your abilities, your contacts, your resources, your personality, and your specialized knowledge, so that you can get vastly greater results than the average person with the same resources. Some of the primary methods of leverage in your career are the use of OPK, or other people's knowledge. Another is OPI, or other people's ideas. You can use OPE, which refers to other people's energy. When you develop the ability to tap into and utilize other people's knowledge, ideas, and energy, you will soon attract the fourth key leverage factor, OPM, or other people's money. Today, money flows to the people who have demonstrated their ability to coordinate knowledge and resources to create value and get results. The better you become at leveraging yourself through the people and resources around you, the more opportunities you will attract to yourself to achieve the kind of wealth that you desire. A third word for you to learn and remember is multiplication. One of the ways for you to succeed greatly is for you to find ways to multiply yourself times other people. For example, if you hire an employee who can do work that you would normally have to do, but at a lower wage rate than you can earn, you are multiplying yourself. If you build a multi-level or network marketing business by recruiting and managing other distributors, you are multiplying your time, talents, and abilities times the skills and abilities of others. Peter Drucker wrote that knowledge and know-how are the keys to the 21st century. One of the ways that you can step on the gas pedal of your own career, improve your acceleration, increase your leverage, and multiply your results even more is by the acquisition of more practical knowledge and skill that you can use to get even better and faster results for which people are prepared to pay you. As the president of your own company, you should see yourself as the chief executive officer of a corporation with stock that trades on the stock exchange. You should look at yourself and at everything you do as though you were a large corporation and your job was to increase the value of your stock. There are a series of management methods and techniques used by successful companies to increase their value and achieve superiority over their competition. Here are a few that you can apply to your own personal services company. The first is called Market Value Added. Market Value Added, or MVA, refers to your need to analyze everything you do in terms of whether or not it increases your market value to your current employer or your current customer. And of all the things that you can do to enhance your skills and abilities, what are the most important things you can do to increase your market value? How can you make yourself more valuable so that you can charge more for your services and be paid more by your employer? There are always many more things that you can learn and practice than you really have time for. You must be very strict with yourself. You must invest your time and energies in developing the precise skills and abilities that are of the highest value and demand in your personal marketplace. As an employee, you should have a continuing dialogue with your boss around this question. You should be continually asking him or her what skills you could develop that would make you more valuable, more promotable, more worthy of higher pay. The continual asking and the correct answering of this question is your key to rapid advancement in your career. Another key expression for you to learn is value migration. This concept requires that you look down the road 3 to 5 years and you analyze the cycles and trends in your business or industry. Where is the market going? What will your customers be wanting more of in the future? Based on your current experience, what skills and abilities will you need in the years ahead in order to be the best, in order to lead your field? One of your jobs as the president of your own company is for you to think about the future. Only the leader, the person in charge, can think about the future. It is one of your chief responsibilities. As Michael Cammey, the strategic planner, said, "Those who do not think about the future cannot have one." Gary Hamel, another strategic planner and thinker, emphasizes the importance of core competencies in achieving a sustainable competitive advantage in your field. A core competency is a key skill or ability that enables you to render more and better service than someone else. So the question is always, what core competencies will be essential for you in the future based on the way things are going if you want to get to the top of your field? Only you, as the president of your own company, can think about these things and make these critical decisions. Only you can decide what skills and competencies you need to develop. Only you can allocate the time and resources necessary to develop these skills and master them at a high enough level so that they make a major difference in your career. And you are responsible. The starting point of personal strategic planning before you take any specific actions is for you to develop a strategic vision for your career. A vision is based on values, mission, purpose, and goals. Let's take each of these in order. Your vision is your ideal picture of what you would look like in your career 5 years from now. Imagine for a moment that you have no limitations. Project forward 5 years and imagine that your career is perfect in every respect. What does it look like? What are you doing? Who are you with? Who are you no longer with? What kind of money are you earning? Where do you rank in your field? For the average person, planning is merely a continuation of what they are doing today. But for you, personal strategic planning, creating a strategic vision, requires that you temporarily separate yourself from your current situation and imagine yourself somewhere, sometime in the future, living your life exactly the way you want, doing the things you most enjoy, and having the standard of living that you desire. One of the great keys to success has always been for you to do what you love to do. You will only be really happy and successful when you are doing something that you enjoy, something that interests you and attracts you, something that absorbs you and fascinates you. What are the sort of activities that really hold your attention and excite you? What is your passion in life? What could it be? Since everything is changing at a rapid rate, and you will probably not be in your current position forever, you must continually be projecting forward and imagining what your life would look like if it were ideal and perfect in every respect. Then, the only question you ask is, how? How do you go about moving from your real situation today to your ideal situation of tomorrow? Your vision is based on your values. So, what are your values? What do you stand for? What will you not stand for? What values are you absolutely committed to? For example, do you believe in the values of integrity, courage, persistence, excellence, commitment, and loyalty? Choosing your core values is one of the most important things you ever do. You will only be capable of creating an exciting future vision when it is completely consistent with your innermost values and convictions. Values clarification is the starting point of high performance, high income, and high respect in your career. What is your purpose? Why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you dedicating your life to a particular line of work? What kind of a difference do you want to make in your life with what you do? What kind of a legacy do you want to leave behind? What do you want to be remembered for? One of the greatest needs that we all have is for meaning and purpose in life, for a sense of significance. We want to feel that what we are doing has an impact that extends beyond ourselves. So what difference does your work make? What could it be? What should it be? As the president of your own company, all strategic planning is market planning, and all market planning is focused on the customer. We'll talk about this more extensively a little later. In the meantime, you have to think about who it is that you are working for. Whose life or work are you working to improve or transform in some way? Who is it that you want to make a difference for? And What kind of a difference do you want to make in their lives? Once you're clear about your vision, values, and purpose, you can write out your mission statement. This is a present tense description of how you would ideally appear to others sometime in the future. When we do strategic planning exercises with corporations, we ask them to describe the company as if it were perfect in every respect sometime in the future. You can do this for your own career as well. What words would people use to describe you if you were the very best in your field? How would people talk about you when you weren't there? If one of your existing customers or employers was having lunch with one of your prospective customers or employers, how would the person you are selling to or working for today describe you to someone else who was thinking of retaining your services? Exactly what words or phrases would he or she use in talking about you? Here's an example of a mission statement for yourself or for another professional. It goes like this. I am an outstanding professional in my field. I am recognized and respected by everyone I work with as being a person of high integrity who does high-quality work quickly and dependably. I am in the top 10% in my field in terms of pay, promotion, and advancement. I am highly valued and esteemed by my company and my customers.
Yes. Just playing the best of Brian Tracy and talking about the whole thing about money. I hope people taking notes because
I get a funny feeling.
But Brian Tracy is a very serious individual, and everybody knows about Brian Tracy. He did the psychology of money, and that's why we're still playing Brian Tracy so people take notes. Okay, at this point here, as you know, time goes very fast when you're here. And we've got an event on the 27th of, I'm going to say May for some reason, 27th of October. And our roads will be leading to the Bernie Grant Center. And James will get up to speed, up to date with what's been happening. And also we've got some events we're looking to push as well. And we're expecting a couple of phone calls. So we've got Jammers inside the house. Jammers, sorry, keep it, man.
Yeah, greetings family, greetings bless, and everybody's been tuning in, all the presenters. Everybody's been working hard to keep this station at the forefront of the community. Yes, brother Dougie.
Yes. So, Jammers, first, good to be among you. And Jammers, we want to let people know exactly what's happening. And just go bear in mind that we do have a couple of individuals will be phoning in, talking about some events. And Jammers, you know, there's pure events happening around the place. As you know, this is Black History Month. And one of the arguments, people saying that, why do we have Black History Month? Black History Month should be every single day of the year, you know, or we should have events all the time around the year concerning our history and so forth, than cramp up in this 1 month thing, you know. And there's arguments. There's always be arguments for that, and to some extent I'm in agreement, you know. So that's why, you know, we're trying to let people know so many events what's happening this month here and so forth. But Jammers, we want you to go straight to the cheers, unless you want to comment what I just said there. But we want you to let people know about this event here. And the thing is that we want as many people to come to the event at the Burning Ground, because right now we're on a promotional drive now. We want people to come out, give out flyers, texting, email. It's like a machinery, because we want the place to be pack and ram. So people consistent on that, please let us know. See? So Jammers.
Yeah, and part of the argument in relation to that, greetings family, is that the date. Okay, it's like when we try to set a precedent or set a date, you know, we allow others to dictate or tell us what to do, because you'll never get like the Jews or the Chinese
any dates that they celebrate interfered with by any other community, you know, because they come with unity and they come with force, and it's not about a date. It's about their culture. It's about their heritage. It's about their family. And they will not let no other race tell them how they can celebrate or do what they want to do to remember or glorify the ancestors or the journey that they've taken through. No other person should be able to tell you or define how you're supposed to celebrate and do what you're supposed to do to celebrate your ancestors. So basically, you know, we need to start to set our dates and set a precedent that we can control. We control the date. We say what we want to do on the date, and we don't let nobody else interfere with what we do. And part of what we'll be doing on the 27th of October is to raise the profile of us as a people. You know, to start to make a statement that we can come together in one unit and one family and raise finances that move towards people who are actively serving the community. You know, we need now to unite as a family and as celebrate our differences. And I mean, when I unite, I'm talking about we need to unite globally. We need to unite globally and find a common cause where we can come together, celebrate, but most importantly, put finances together in one area. So the event on Saturday, October 27th of October, is a step in this direction. We need to become an authority now. We need to be able to give out orders, give out finances for ourselves, and not rely or in hope on a handout from the very person who has put us in the position that we're in today. So the event on the 27th of October is a conference in relation to regenerating us as a family, and also it's about celebrating the genius of the black child, because our children are never getting any front page headlines when they make great achievements academically, even in academically in any shape or form, or when they're excelling in at an early age in the media, in drama, or in any form of endeavourment that they take. So this is part of our president is to now glorify and celebrate our youth and find ways that we can help our youth to optimize their potential. So this is the first event, I believe, of its kind, where we're inviting a prominent member of the America to come over, General Sarasut Nseti, who is an activist. He's a prominent member of the community. He's a Garveyite, and he's very straightforward and direct and controversial with his use of language. And he'll be flying over, taking his time to fly over from Detroit for the event to give his input from the American angle of what he sees, because usually sometimes what happens in America is a testing ground to what happens over here. So he'll be giving his expertise and knowledge, and will be the keynote speaker at the event at the Bernie Grant Center on Saturday the 27th of October. So he'll be doing a lecture, and the other part of the dynamic of this event is to generate financial wealth as well. So we have a platform built into the Speakers Club website called the speakersclub.co.uk, so we have a platform where it will be a pay-per-view event where that can be watched anywhere in the world. It will be a live streamed event which will have a global platform for viewing. So we encourage listeners to let family members outside the UK know that they can watch this event live via our pay-per-view website. We want to encourage as much people to take part, because it's all about energy. When you direct your energy, there's a science of energy. When you direct your energy to one particular source, it generates a change. like certain things, like even a film or a mobile phone, or a football match, or a brand of clothing. When the marketing team can get a majority of the population to direct their attention to that particular brand or event, it increases in value, it increases in power, it increases in wealth. So this event is designed to direct people's attention and energy to that particular date, Saturday 27th October, Birdie Grant Arts Centre, to come there physically or to... This event is where we ourselves will generate money for ourselves so that we can give out the money to people we can actively see contributing to the development of our family and to optimizing the potential future growth of our youth. So the event will be taking place once again at the Birdie Grant Arts Centre, Town Hall Approach Road, and once again we'll be doing a Speakers Club Awards, where we'll be giving awards to prominent members of our community who have been nominated due to their ability to communicate and inspire us as a people. So you could also nominate a person of your choice if you feel they deserve an award by either emailing us at thespeakersclub@aol.co.uk. Once again, thespeakersclub@aol.co.uk, or you can text me on 07931 417 553 with the name of the person and the reasons why you think they should be nominated for an award. It also can be a family member, it can be a teacher, it can be a politician, it can be a member of the community that has inspired you with their words or their speeches. So you feel free that you can nominate the person of your choice, once again, by texting me on 07931 417 553 or emailing the Speakers Club at aol.co.uk with the person's name and the reasons why you're nominating them for the award. Because in the template of Marcus Garvey and also Amos Wilson and also Black Wall Street, we have to create our own environments where we can come together, celebrate, put our finance together, and start to do for self, so we can refine and define our future for ourselves, and we will be able to have organizations that our youth can look up towards, and we can support our youth. Because one of the problems is we are relying on an education system to train and optimize our youth. The very education system that has been designed to oppress our youth, the very education system that has people who not of our kind, who some of them do not even have children, some of them even have mental problems. They are the ones who we are putting the trust in to develop the future of our youth. So we can see the results of this form of education very clearly, that as the years progress, the development of our youth, there's now more increasing numbers resorting to crime and entering the prison system, so we can see that the longer that this process keeps going, especially in this technological age and this social media age, it is working to the detriment of many of our youth now who have no outlet for their undeniable skills and geniuses, and are resorting to outlets of destruction, and frustration, because they see no avenues that they can process in the current system. Another problem is that we do not have systems what they can come into and utilize. Where if you see the local corner shop, you'll see that it's a family orientated business where the whole family work together, and the youth are sitting behind the counter. Then they're actually running the shop. Then they're actually using the finances generated from the shop to buy their goods and progress through a learning system, and then they also end up owning the shop, and they build up a network and a chain of businesses due to the family orientation of the businesses. A lot of successful businesses are based on family orientated businesses. It's not based on wealth, it's based on providing sufficient resources for the family to work together and live together and progress together and There is a great importance on finances, and not enough is made on finances. I mean, we're turned away from wealth. We had wealth, and they gave us a book, and now we've got the book and they've got the wealth. So we have to now. It seems, and even in the philosophy, we're told that money is the root of all evil, but everybody who has money seems to be doing all right for themselves. So we have to get out of this mindset that we don't need to. It's essential that we put our money back in our community. Every other community who are progressing, are putting in the money that they earn, the currency, because currency is energy, back into their community at all costs. Because when you look at all the shops in the high street, the people who've got the shops, do not invest any of the money that we give to them in our community. They will come in our shops and buy minimally, but you will not see them spend extravagantly in another race's brand of shop. So this is partly due to our detriment that we are funding everybody else, because they wouldn't be coming to our local high street if there was no gain to be made, if there was no profit to be made, if there was no money to be made. And if we're supposedly the poorest or the most downtrodden set of people on the planet, why is everybody coming to us with their goods to sell us? That shows that we are actually the ones who are actually the funders of everybody else. We're the ones who spend the most money, because in our DNA we are the real royalty, and we were kings. We were the kings. We dressed extravagantly. We had culture. So our mannerisms, even in our DNA, is to buy the most expensive good, is to look good, is to dress and work a certain way. The other races know this, and they take advantage of this by coming into our community to raid us. Trade means to raid from us, to take from us. So we need to wake up, shape up. We've got enough templates. We don't really need to be talking anymore, really, because the template for success has already been laid down by Marcus Garvey, by Henry Clark, by Amos Wilson, by Malcolm X. So we have the template for success. We just need to start putting it into action and stop talking. But if we are going to talk, let's create an environment where the talk generates wealth, so after the talking is done, we can apply action. Brother Dougie.
Yes. So I just said that, we have a serious mission we're dealing with, and that's why I encourage many people to come out and spread the word around. And also, as Gemma said, it'll be pay-per-view.
That's it, pay-per-view, live stream pay-per-view, worldwide.
So therefore, people can watch it and comfort their home worldwide. Doesn't matter where you are, because this is going to be an amazing, very big event. Okay then. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a very short break, and then we'll continue the whole reasoning. And I know there's a couple people must be phoning in.
I'll just give you that number.
The number, get a good number, James, please.
Yeah, number if you'd like to phone in after the break is 079 444 313 66. Once again, 079 444 313 66. You're tuned to blessradio.org.
Hello, this is Brian Tracy, and welcome to the 21st century. In less than 50 years, we have gone from the industrial age through the service age and into the information age, and things will never be the same again. We've moved in one generation from the age of the job, where people started off with a career and a company and stayed there for most of their lives, to the age of the entrepreneur, the contingency worker, the free agent, where you will work at a variety of jobs and careers throughout your life. We've moved from the age of manpower to the age of mind power. We have gone from a time where value was contained in land, capital, factories, fixtures, and raw materials, into the psychozoic age, the age of the mind, where value is now contained in knowledge and skill, and in your ability to apply it quickly in a competitive marketplace. Every major shift in culture and technology is recognized by only a few people at first, the innovators and early adapters, like yourself. These are followed by the late adapters, a larger percentage of the population, and then eventually by everyone else, the vast majority who catch on much later, if at all. We have moved from the era of lifelong employment to the era of lifelong employability. The biggest mistake you can ever make is to ever think that you work for anyone else but yourself. The innovators and early adapters recognize that they are completely self-responsible agents in a competitive workplace. You are the president of your own personal services corporation. You are the president of an entrepreneurial organization with only one employee, yourself. You have one product to sell in the marketplace, your personal services. For the rest of your life, your job is to run your personal company efficiently and effectively so as to maximize your value. Your goal must be to sell the very highest quality and quantity possible of your personal services so that you can enjoy a wonderful standard of living, accomplish all of your goals and dreams in life, and retire financially independent. Here are some questions for you. Would you like to double your income? Triple your income? Become a self-made millionaire? Would you like to rise to the top of your field and become one of the most successful and respected people in your industry? Would you like to have a beautiful home, a beautiful family, wonderful relationships, a nice car, a fat
Okay
bank
then.
account,
Greetings. We have someone on the call here.
expanding future-
Greetings.
Greetings, Brother Dougie.
Oh.
Greetings to your guest. It's Marie here.
Okay then, Maria. How you been? You good?
I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you.
Okay then, fantastic. Well, Marie was talking about your event was taking place this weekend coming. There's so many things happening, so I have to really take a deep breath, you know.
Okay.
And
Okay, I must correct you. It's not even my event, okay? Because I was having a discussion with someone today, and I'm looking at it as our event.
oh, okay then.
Our. Yeah, I've given everybody a platform. That's what I've done. Because I'm in the education system, because I've got connections, I've given everybody a platform at Parkview School in Tottenham in is it N15?
In 15,
On
yeah.
Saturday, yeah, N15 on Saturday, 12 o'clock.
Mm.
We've got NHS donor drive. We've got sickle cell in there. We've got various workshops, community organisations, and we've got we've got a range of vendors. I've got caterers in there, so there'll be a jerk pan. And there is just something for everyone. It's a free event, so just come in at 12 o'clock, anytime between 12 and 4 o'clock.
Oh,
It's for the community. It's a Haringey Black History Month community fair.
okay then. Okay then. So, what made you want to put on this kind of an event? What inspired you?
What it is, because I'm in the education system, and I've been going to a lot of events, and I'm aware that there's a lot of organisation working grassroots, doing loads of activities to address some of the issues, the gun-related and crime issues in our community. So you've got those organisations, and you know, there are so many. There are so many. Whether it's Manhood Academy, 100 Black Men, gang college, I don't know what it's called, gangs like. There's just so many. Rope Bang. There are so many organisations doing positive work in the community, and I thought working in the system of their community. So I'm pretty confident there'll be people coming along, if only out of curiosity, just for them, even if it's just to come in and have some food or come in and listen to a workshop.
Oh,
I've done my best to try and engage the children at Parkview as well.
yes,
The
yes.
students there. I've done what I can.
That'd be
Let
nice.
them view and come back.
Okay, it'd be very nice for them to come down in their numbers and with their parents as well. That'd be very good. So, in terms of workshops, I know that BAP's going to be involved doing a workshop.
Okay, yeah, we've got that.
Mm.
We've got David, the Speakers Club, etymology workshop. We've got Manhood Academy that are going to be doing something. We've got a spoken word artist, workshop facilitator. And we've got Aline Kamara, African storytelling hip hop artist. So they're all going to be is for everyone.
Okay then, fantastic. And again, it's a free event, so people don't have to spend money to come. But obviously, we encourage people to patronize the stores there, man, etc. So please walk with some change to patronize the stores there, and
Yeah.
and that'd be good because at least the money circulate and go around in the community, and that's something we should be encouraging at all times,
Definitely.
etc. So, my sister, if people want some more information, is there like an email address or a website or
If
no?
anybody wants more information, we've got a day now, and obviously you can imagine I've got a day job, and people are ringing me today. They want the store,
Mm-hmm.
so they can either ring my mobile. Can I give my mobile number?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, 07930 383 028.
Can you give it a number again, please?
07930 383 028. So they can give me a call on that number. I'm looking at my stall holders, and there's a range of stall holders, whether it's your share butter, whether it's your jewellery. I've got men's clothing in there. I've got, hair products. I've got a range of people in there. But yeah, they're welcome to give me a call. It is a lovely space, and it's going to be a fantastic community event.
Mm-hmm. Okay then. Okay, well, Sister Maria, give thanks for phoning in.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you. Keep up the good work, all of you.
Yeah, man. Thank you very
And
much.
it's our event. Okay?
Yes. All right then.
Just come along and celebrate.
Okay then.
Thank you.
Okay then. Thank you very much. Okay then. So that's Sister Maria, and she made it quite clear. It is our event. Our event. So again, that's taking place this Saturday. And Jamus, you'll be doing a workshop down there, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing the first of my workshops in Black History Month. Etymology and plus the science of public speaking workshop where people are invited to come down, meet me in person, see what we're doing, and linking the power of words, the origin of words, taking it from our Nubian heritage, but actually giving you practical tools that you can actually use to empower yourself. The power of words, sour than power, So I'll be looking forward to that event. That's this Saturday, and also I do run a Saturday school as well. I don't run a Saturday school, but I teach in a Saturday school every Saturday, and that's at the Turnpike Lane Afro-Caribbean Centre, and that's every Saturday from 10:30 to 2 o'clock. At this time I'll be there till about 11. I'll be the early session this time, but you can come there. It's children from 5 till 15 are welcome to come down to learn arts, sciences, Nubian history, maths, behaviour, etymology, and public speaking.
Okay. All right. Jim doing so many different things about the place. And also, I just realized that he'll be doing the opening act on the 13th of October at the Health Matters, was at the West Indian Cultural Centre. So,
I'll be down there on the 13th as well.
Mm-hmm.
Also on the 21st at St Anne's Library, Sunday 21st. I'll be doing another etymology lecture and public speaking workshop, and just stay tuned for further details on that.
Absolutely fantastic. Okay then, so again, as we said, we're here at the Jam Master Show. There's no other show like this where we just jam and just feel nice and get people the information and the knowledge they need. And as I said, this is Black History Month, and there's so much things going on. Jam, give the live link number for us, please.
Once again, the live link number is 0944 31366. 07944 31366.
Even though I'm feeling sad, even though I might get mad, yeah, I get a funny feeling. It's known around the world. It's in every baby, every boy and girl. I've got joy, joy.
picture.
Once again, we're back in tune on the other side, yeah. And also, just to remind you that I'll also be there at the Black History Month Community Fair. That's taking place this Saturday, 12 p.m. till 4 p.m. Saturday, 6th of October, at Parkview Academy, West Green Road, N15 3QR. And once again, it's going to be a cultural affair, African market, speakers, stalls. Manhood Academy will be there, 100 black men will be there. You know, exciting event. And there's still stalls available. If you'd like to get your stalls, you can call Mary on 0208 863 3412. And that's, once again, that's this Saturday. And also, I just would like to give you, once again, just to give you the rest of the lineup at the event that's taking place on Saturday, 27th of October at the Bernie Grant Arts Theatre. I just want to give you a little bit more insight that we've got a heavyweight team involved in this. I'm really excited about the people who have shown an interest to make this event a success. We have Paul Lawrence on the panel. We're going to a steam panel featuring Paul Lawrence from 100 Black Men. We've also got Israel, King's Peace Treaty. We have Lyndon Walters, behavioural psychologist. Angie Grieve, Sister Angie, a prominent sister in the community, powerhouse sister in the community. Also, the great Errol Hines, a fantastic founding father and an electric prominent speaker in our community. We also got Corinne Blair, who will be the panel on the topic of the day, which is regenerating the family, and also the genius of the black child. So that is the esteemed panel. We're going to be having live performances on the topic by BAP Theatre. So BAP Theatre will be giving a live performance on the same topic, regenerating the family and the genius of the black child, which is the conference that is taking place. There's going to be live PAs and performances from Forward Recording. So Forward Recordings will be actually they've been actually having auditions every Friday in North London for people who are interested in performing on the day, and they will be displaying a selection of their artists. If you're interested in actually performing, if you've got talent, you can actually contact Forward Recordings. Their number is 07375449318. Once again, 07375449318. Contact Forward Recordings if you're interested in performing on the day. Also, fantastic lineup of hosts. Even the host is a esteemed host of caliber. We've got the great man himself in the studio with me, brother Dougie, who's going to be hosting the conference and the award ceremony. So it's the two-part event. The first event will be the Speakers Club Awards, where we'll be having a live performance by BAP PAs, and then we'll have a discussion on the topic, Speakers Club style, by the esteemed panel, and that will be hosted by Lady Essie, and we've got the investigator himself has just signed to the team. Andrew Mohammed, the investigator, will be hosting that event alongside Lady Essie. So we're going to have a speaker. The first part of the evening will be the ceremony, which is hosted by Lady Essie and Andrew Mohammed, the investigator, live in the house. And then the second half will be the national conference, and that will be hosted by the man himself in the studio, brother Dougie. You know, and that lineup, a big lineup on there. We've got also, I can't forget, Edison Abanji, spiritual warrior. Yeah, he'll be in the house as well, alongside Dr. Abu Ratata from South, the Galaxy Massive will be in there. The Vodun man will be there as a keynote speaker, alongside the man himself, flying in from America, none other than Sarasuta Seti from Detroit, USA, and I will be there in the house. The topic is regenerating the genius of the black child. We want it, as we said, this is more than just a talk. This is actually a conference in relation. We want to generate funds, because as well as the talking, people can sit around and talk for hours, and at the end of the day, you know, you get a good feeling and after a week had gone past, then you're back into your routine. So, so basically, this event is about generating wealth. It's not just about a talk. And the reason how I say it's generating wealth is we having a a global live stream where anybody in the world can tune in and watch this event. And just for instance, there's over 90 million people in Nigeria. So even if we get a quarter of Nigeria or Jamaica, imagine if we could get. The phones are just ringing off the chain at the moment. So just if you'd like to contact me, you can contact me after the show. 07931417553. But once again, the real essence of this event is not just the talk, because we've been talking for years, and we're great talkers, but this event is designed to generate global wealth. Basically, you can just get your family interested abroad to tune in by watching on live stream. So it's all about generating interest in this event by getting people worldwide. So you can just, if you want to help, even if you don't feel you want to go yourself, just get your family and friends abroad to know that they can watch this event live via live stream. In any country in the world, you can watch live stream. You can also make a donation, even a £1 donation, to the site on the day, by visiting the site, The Speakers Club, www.thespeakersclub.co.uk. So the platform's been set for us to generate global wealth. Sarasut and Seti will be informing his massive American following to watch via pay-per-view. Andrew Mohammed as well is we're glad to have him on board, where he'll be promoting this as well to get as many people to watch the event, either pay-per-view. If you can't get down on the day, you can watch this event live in the comfort of your own home. So it's a guaranteed excitement, but there's more than meets the eye. And once again, this is not just a talk show. This is a platform where we're interested in generating financial wealth. We're combining with the US of A to have a conference, but also we're putting our wealth together, the UK wealth and the US of A wealth together, to generate finances. This is what this event is about. So we can actually fund ourselves to promote programs. There's active people like Manhood Academy, 100 Black Men, who are out there actually doing community work. Gang, there's people out there, but we have to be self-funding. And as the previous insert on what they were saying about creating wealth, in a time of technology now, we have to create an environment where we're generating wealth for ourselves, because technology now, if you can look out, nobody is generating wealth for us anymore. With the rise of machines, they used to use us, but now they use us less, so we've become useless. So we have to create environments just like the template of the Black Wall Street, where we have a platform where we can generate wealth, that we can become self-funding and put the funding in the right places. One person I like to say is LeBron, basketball player who invested his money in building a state-of-the-art school in America. I mean, that is the way forward. One individual put his wealth down and built a state-of-the-art school, So this is the way forward for us. It's a simple process. All we have to do is get our money together for a cause that we can see will benefit our youth, and put the money together in one platform, and then delegate that money to people who we can actively see are doing work in the community. Dougie.
Absolutely. And that is why it's very important for us to, come on board and see what's happening, because that day, life will never be the same again. With the lineup, with the information and knowledge, it's really going to be rich with information. And, and one thing we're looking to do is see how we can regenerate our resources among each other, so we become more fruitful, more productive, in terms of how we do things. See? So, absolutely.
And it's a powerhouse. I've got to really thank everybody who's dedicated their time to come down on the day. I mean, there's some high-level, Paul Lawrence, high-level performance down in Israel, high-level performers who's just even coming on the panel, Andrew Mohammed, he speaks for himself. Sarasut Seti, yourself, Dougie, Lady Essie, Is there so many? The Voodoo Man, Edison. One of the person and individually already, is a powerhouse. So, and it's just fantastic that everybody can see the vision, and has come on that day now to put our energies. It's all about putting our energies in one spot and creating that environment that we are regenerating ourselves.
Absolutely. Okay then. So again, we're at the Jam Master Show. So you know how we jam it on the show here, and again we're here just to, empower the community with information and knowledge. And again, we have to give thanks to Bless Radio every single time. See, so what we're gonna do now, right? Because there's so many little events was coming on, right? We're trying to get as much information out there. Jammers, it'd be wise just let people know about the event was taking place on the 21st of October. Yeah, the event you're doing, 21st October.
Yeah.
And also, it clashed with Auntie Jean's event on the 21st as well.
I don't see it as it's a coordination.
Coordination.
So basically, that's what we have to do as well. We have to start coordinating our events together, start uniting out. If we're doing similar events, you can even do a similar event on the same days, but both of you are linked together. So that's one thing. Us as just like a military movement, we have to start to put our heads together and coordinate our events. So there isn't no clashings or bad feelings or someone's losing out. We have to make sure that we all eat.
No, I wouldn't say it was a clash.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Clash.
I'm just saying in
Yeah,
general.
because just it happens that
In
she
general.
had an event on the same day
Yeah.
you have no event.
So we're both supporting each other anyway, So yes, Auntie Jean, African Market, fantastic. She's doing fabulous work, This and she's established this as a key date in our catalogue is as Auntie Jean's African Cultural Market, and it's designed to help unity in the community. And it's every third Sunday. Next event is a fabulous event. It's called the Return of Three Heavyweight Kings, and that's Tony Warner, the investigator Andrew Muhammad, and Robin Walker. So once again, Tony Warner, Andrew Muhammad, and Robin Walker will be together in the same building. So that is a heavyweight lineup anyway, and that's on Sunday, the 21st of October, and that's taking place from 1 till 8 p.m. at the Lessoff Auditorium. Lessoff is spelled Lessoff. Lessoff Auditorium, University, Lewisham Hospital, Lewisham High Street, SE13 6LH. For further information, you can contact Auntie Jean on 07961 886 032. Once again, Auntie Jean on 07961 886 032. You can also contact Auntie Jean at auntiejeen2@outlook.com. And it's come one, come all. Fantastic event taking place. And that's on the south side. And I'll be doing an event. Boy, I don't know how I'm going to manage to pack out a room when they've got three kings in the south side. Yeah, so I'll be doing a etymology lecture and science of public speaking workshop, and that's also on Sunday the 21st of October, and that'll be taking place at St. Anne's Library, and I'll be giving further information, so stay tuned. If you like stalls or if you're interested in any event that we're doing, you can contact me on 07931 417 553. Once again, 07931 417 553. Oh, and I didn't actually give you information. If you'd like to get tickets for the Bernie Grant event, you can go there in person. Once again, the place is the Bernie Grant Arts Theatre, Town Hall Approach Road, N15 4RX. You can go there in person, purchase tickets that way. You can go via the box office. Box office phone number is 0208 365 5450. Once again, box office is 0208 365 5450, and the website is www.berniegrantartscentre.co.uk. Tickets are £20. There are limited early bird tickets at £15, and it's £25 on the door. Once again, you can either, if you watch the live stream, just visit the website, which is www.thespeakersclub.co.uk. We also have a delivery service within London. If you would like your tickets delivered to you, you can contact 07931 417 553, which is actually me. 07931 417 553. Any information or ticket delivery, contact me, or information, contact me on 07931 417 553.
That's a very good service there.
Boy, I'm going to be running around like I'll be organising that one.
Oh, okay then.
Organising that, organising that. So we've got a network designed to get the tickets to the people, because there's some of our, in our community, they can't come out, or you know, they maybe some might not be to get out. So we will bring the tickets to you.
Okay, that's a very good idea. That's very
and that's free of charge, you know.
Right. So your tickets just come to your house. Okay. All right. We're getting a slight little feedback here, right? So we'll continue the reasoning, but this tune by Barry Dredd, it really is amazing, brother. This, you know.
Talk to Dave Murphy now. Dave is in the studio with me. Why am I talking to him? Well, he's improved his health, and apparently that of many others who have followed his lead through a rather unusual manner, by drinking his own urine. Dave Murphy says urine therapy has transformed his health, helped him lose weight, and even got rid of his asthma, and helps him maintain his youthful looks. Well, you do look very young, I suppose. I don't know how old you are, but how old are you?
54.
54. Mm-hmm. Good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for coming. Where do you even start with this?
When do you start? Well, I started because I went to a festival and somebody was talking about it, and I walked in with my friends with our arms folded, like, tell us about drinking your wee lady, and she gave this talk that made us walk out going, we're going to have to try this. And all of us tried it the next day. And 6 years later, to my knowledge, all 5 of us are still doing it to this day.
Well, I can't imagine the kind of speech somebody might have to give that would encourage me to do that.
Give me 15 minutes with you and you'll be doing it tomorrow.
No, you can't. I give 15 minutes with me, you'd be climbing the walls. But I wouldn't be doing that. I'd be cider, yeah. I'd be drinking brandy, yeah. What? So did you have any reservation about it?
Well, when I first started, I was as squeamish as anybody else would be, yeah. I saw the health benefits from the talk, yeah. I understood how it worked, and how my body, which is a finely tuned thing, has developed a way of surviving. And what it does is I put food in, and it gets rid of waste. Part of that waste is urine. How is it that putting that back into my body is a good thing? Because that's an erroneous interpretation. What happens is your blood goes to your liver screens out all the waste, all the viruses, toxins, whatever shouldn't be in the blood gets taken out by the liver. The purified blood goes to your kidneys, which are there to keep your blood in balance. So it siphons off all the excess of all the good stuff that's been carried along by your bloodstream. So the excess water, the excess minerals, vitamins, hormones, all the good stuff, because having too much of anything in the blood is just as bad as having not enough. So literally your urine is a snapshot of everything your body needs, but just happens to have too much of at that moment. And while it's sitting in your bladder, your body sometimes realizes it needs some of that stuff. So it will reabsorb it from the bladder, which is why some people have this experience where they're dying to go to the loo and they get distracted. And then an hour later, they realize they don't need to go to the loo because, while they were distracted.
But you're talking about biology, man. You're talking about my body and how it's worked and how it's developed over thousands of years. You're not talking about me putting it in a glass and drinking it.
Well, this is when you see how this stuff works. It's amazing. So it's literally a way of getting all the good stuff that you need into the outside of you.
Yes, back on the other side, and I'll just let you know that also Edison Abanji, who's going to be one of our speakers, is currently will be starting his Know Thyself guide to African spirituality. Once again, Edison Abanji, the esteemed African spiritualist, will be starting his guide to African spirituality called Know Thyself, and it starts this Sunday, October the 7th, 2018, and it's a 10-week course. You can drop in as well, so you can register on the website of africanessence.com. No, sorry, ancestralessence.com, which is ANCESTRALESSENCE. That's ancestralessence.com, and it's a 10-week course. I do believe it's taking place on Back to Eden, down in Hackney, Back to Eden, Lower Clapton actually. And so if you want further information on that event, once again, you can even contact me on 07931 417 553. Also, Brother Dougie, you want to give out your phone now?
Yeah, just my number is 07960. Sorry, give me another number. 07882403871. I repeat, 07882403871.
And I'd just like to also, just before I leave it in the cable hands, Dougie, there's been a discussion about the importance of Black History Month, and Dougie mentioned it, Brother Dougie mentioned it at the start of the show. Is it do we need to keep and celebrate Black History Month, or is it a fallacy, or should we be doing we should be celebrating every day of the week? So what's your thoughts on Black History Month yourself?
Okay then. Give thanks. Well, I do believe that we should be celebrating our history. Well, if it's every day, but definitely on a monthly or weekly, looking at our history, celebrating our history, and not only celebrating our history. And see, the thing about, I would say, Black History, I'm going to take it and look at it. I'm going to turn it on its head a little bit. Let's talk about what's good about Black History Month first, right? That at least it's able to galvanize, and you're able to network and see what people are doing, and that's good, right? But the challenge is, or to me, is that it's like you're going to a party, right? You've had a good time, so you're going to wait till the next party going to come around again. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I would see the other thing about Black History Month. That, we should use that really to galvanize, and I believe we should have it right through the year, celebrating different kind of themes or whatever concerning our history or our culture, and try and use it to get more children more involved right through the year, than have 1 month we cramp all these activities in, So that's how I really do look at it,
Yeah, and I like the standpoint what you're saying, because one thing what it is basically, just like when your parents or your loved ones, they pass away, or it's a time where you reconnect with, and bring back remembrance to identify with where you've come from, and you reconfigure yourself back to your starting point of, and redirect yourself. It's like like when you go to sleep at night, you recharge your batteries. So I see it as it's a time where we can recharge, come together. Because mostly nowadays, when if you don't find your voice and you don't follow your health, the time we come together is at a passing of one of us. So seems to be the times when we're coming together now. It's no longer at a party; it's at a passing of one of us. So Black History Month now gives us a time to reconnect, and in the celebration and meditation and in because I one time I was saying I wasn't really feeling the Black History Month, but another thing about Black History Month, because originally it was being taught in the schools. Black history was being taught in the schools by the very people who put us in a position of enslavement at a certain point. So Black history was a traumatic experience. It didn't promote the glories of us, in the history schools, when history lessons were taught by people who weren't of us. You won't get an Australian teaching Chinese history. You won't get Chinese teaching Jewish history. So the people who was dictating our history were not participants in our history. So basically, when Black History Month was in the hands of the oppressor, it was a traumatic experience, because all it was talking about was trauma. And when you think about trauma, like if you was bullied at school and you think about go back in the time, you bring back that experience back into a reality. So basically, there was a heavy promotion of trauma in relation to Black history, and all it done is perpetuate trauma. But now we're starting to understand the science of words and the science of things in general. Now it's coming into our hands. They want to take it away from us, because now when we understand that words relate to consciousness, like if you go to France and you're not conscious of the language, you won't understand what a French person is speaking, So now we're becoming conscious of what Black History Month means, and